Hi guys, welcome everyone to today's class. My name is Yip and this is Sophie. I'll be guiding you through today's sequence. Hi to everyone at home who's joining live. Lovely to see some faces. And if you're watching the recording, also nice to see you, of course. I'm gonna ask you to start by laying down on your back. We're gonna take a few moments to welcome ourselves into our practice, into the present moment. I'll also be explaining a little bit more about today's sequence. So tuning in to your breath. Take your time. And maybe already naturally your breath starts to slow down. And otherwise you can see if you can add an extra count to the inhale and exhale. And maybe your mind is rushing and running with all sorts of thoughts. It's part of the process. But see if you can focus your awareness, at least for now, on your breath, bringing your attention into the body, out of the mind. So for today's practice, the theme is moving mindfully. And I really want to invite you to listen very carefully to what your body is telling you. So rather than going to the deepest possible of an expression, see if you can take it super slow and really tune into all the sensations. And I'll be giving you loads of cues to do that as well. But see if you can leave your inner critic to the side and really take a very gentle approach towards your movements today. So deep inhaling, deep exhaling. And continue that for a little moment. Taking your time. Some of us find it really difficult to give ourselves permission to rest or to tune in. Our mind tells us that we should be doing something right now. But as the title says, easy does it in this case. So really inhale deeply, expanding the lower belly, which is pulling the diaphragm down, widening the rib cage, really filling up your whole body with air. And on your exhale, let everything go, dropping it down. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes and take your hands overhead for a big stretch. Nice. Hugging in the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then rolling gently up and down the spine when you're ready. Finding your way to a comfortably seated position with the spine nice and straight. Making sure that both sits bones are connected to the mat. Roll your shoulders a few times, inhaling the ears up, exhaling, sliding the shoulder blades down. Inhale up and down. Just waking up the body. Nice. And then we're gonna drop our left ear towards our left shoulder. And you can feel a nice stretch, hopefully already on the right side of your neck. Then gently lower your chin towards the chest, feeling the sensation at the back of the neck. And then moving your right ear towards your right shoulder, feeling an opening on the left side of your neck, dropping your head back, feeling that opening on the front. And keep making these circles at your own pace. So maybe you're going super slow, taking a little pause at every corner. Or maybe you're moving a little bit quicker, so you're really making a flowing movement from this circle. See what your body wants. Maybe you have your eyes closed for now. Do 2 more full circles at your own pace. And then meet me in the center. Wonderful. And if you're ready, we're going to move the other way. So we're going to drop our right ear towards the right shoulder. Feeling the stretch on the left. Moving the chin towards the chest. Feel the stretch on the back. Move it towards the left. Opening up the right. If you want to, you can gently also pull your shoulder down simultaneously while you're moving your left ear towards the left shoulder. You move your right shoulder down so you feel that pulling. And then you roll your head back. And then you start to make some circles again. Nice. And when you're ready, meet me at the center. We're gonna start standing at the tops of our mat. So feet are about hip distance apart. Pick up your 10 toes. So you feel all the corners of your feet connecting to the mat. For a moment, close your eyes. However, if that gives you any panicky feelings, then don't close your eyes. Then find a point to fix your gaze on in the room. But otherwise, closing the eyes and feel into the corners of your feet. Maybe gently bend your knees and bounce a few times. Your toes are still off the mat. So you're feeling into the soles of your feet. Nice. Straighten out the legs and then one by one place your toes back down on your mat. You're pulling your kneecaps up and you're engaging your core muscles. Roll your shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, open the palms forwards, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, the hands come up. Look up, stretch up. Feel your whole body lengthen. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Maybe bend your knees deeply so your upper body is laying on your thighs. If you want to, you can grab hold of opposite elbows. You can place your hands on the floor, or if you have any bricks around or any other object that bring the floor closer to you, you can lean onto that as well. But play around with bending your knees deeply in this first forward fold. So you're really letting your lower back release. And you're not necessarily putting any strain on the back legs just yet. Or in general, we're not looking for strain, of course. Inhale, halfway lift. The spine is straight. The hands can be either on the thighs, shins, or on the floor. Making sure that we're straight like a tabletop. The chin moves towards the chest because the neck is also part of the spine. Shoulder blades move towards one another. Belly button moves towards the spine. Nice. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step your right foot back. Lower your knee down. Inhale, look up, opening through the chest. Throat is open. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. Curl the back toes. Step the left foot back without moving your hips. Nice. Lower your knees down. Inhale, push the floor away. Rotate your inner elbows forward and then start to lower down very slowly on your exhale. Your elbows stay close to the rib cage and your shoulders don't drop below the elbows. Inhale, slide up, cobra, shoulders away from ears, feet into the mat. Exhale, big toes touch, knees are wide, child's pose. Breathing here. So we're moving through this sun salutation mindfully. So we're taking our time. Inhale, coming on to all fours. The hands and wrists are below the shoulders. Curl your toes. Lift up your knees. Breathe here for a moment. You got this. And then start to move your bum towards your heels. Push the floor away, making sure that all 10 fingers are spread widely. And then when you can't go any further, you straighten the legs and you come into down dog. So in your first down dog, maybe you want to pedal out the feet, move your tail left to right. What I want you to pay close attention to is the following. Your fingers are spread widely. Your palms are pushing into the mat. Your bum is moving up towards the sky. So that might mean that you have to bend your knees deeply and your bum goes a bit higher. Push those shoulders back. Inner elbows rotate forwards, creating space. Nice, yes. Can't give you any hands-on adjustments at home, so listen to your body. I can see that some of you have to push back a little bit further and the bum needs to, yeah, nice adjustment, I saw that. Very good, very good. Inhale, lift the right leg high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, push the floor away, you're up high, and then gently step your right foot in between your hands, lower the knee down. Inhale, look up, opening through the chest. Exhale, step to the front of the mat, left meets right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe grabbing opposing elbows again. Maybe resting on your thighs. For me, that is a really nice sensation in my lower back. I can really feel my lower back letting go there. Let your hand go. And then inhale very, very slowly. Roll yourself all the way up to standing. Shoulders come to ears. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder blades slide backwards and down. Palms open to the front. Nice. Inhale, lift your arms up. Look up, stretch out. Feel your body lengthen. Exhale through the heart center. Fold forward. Releasing. Maybe playing around now slowly. When you have your upper body glued to those thighs, see if you can start to straighten your legs a little bit or a lot. So you stay close to those legs. And maybe that means that today you're not straightening out the legs completely. That's okay. Contrary to popular belief, yoga isn't all about how flexible you are. That's what Instagram likes you to believe. But honestly, yoga isn't in your flexibility. Inhale, halfway lift, spine straight, chin towards the chest. Exhale, step your left foot back. Nice. Lower your knee down. Inhale, look up. Chest is open. Very good. Lower your hands down, pick your knee up, and see if you can put that right foot to the back of your mat without moving the hips too much. Pop. Yes. Lowering the knees, inner elbows rotate forwards. We're gonna lower ourselves down, but remember, don't drop below the elbows. Exhale, slowly, slowly down. Strong. Inhale, slide forward and up, cobra. Exhale, big toes touch, knees are wide. Child's pose. So if you're doing this and not all the cues instantly make sense, that's okay. You know, some things take time, and maybe you've been practicing for a while, maybe you're relatively new to the practice. Some things, they suddenly click. You'll be in a class and they suddenly make sense. You're like, oh, this is what that means. So if not everything makes sense, don't stress out. Just do what you can. Inhale, coming to all fours. Curling the back toes. So a little trick here to help protect your lower back. Pull your belly button towards the spine so your abdomen is activated. Then you lift up your knees and then you push yourself back until you can't go any further, straightening out the legs, coming into down dog. I'm gonna be here for 3 breaths. If you still want to pedal out the feet because that feels super good, then do that. Listen to your body. Not only can't I give you hands-on adjustments, I also can't see how you feel. So I can't determine what you should be doing. Do you need to find stillness? Final deep breath in here. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, push the floor away, and then gently step it in between your hands. If you don't make that step in one go, again, no stress, all good. Inhale, look up, open up. Exhale, right meets left, step it there. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold forward, letting go again. Maybe grabbing opposing elbows. Maybe playing around with keeping the body close to the thighs. And straightening 1 and 2 legs. Inhale, let your hands go and very gently, gently rolling all the way up. Shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulder blades move back. Open the palms forward. Mountain pose. Nice. So maybe this is moving really slow and your mind is telling you, come on, we need to rush, we need to do stuff. That's okay. Stay with your breath, bring your awareness back into the feeling sensations of your body. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is straight. Exhale, step the right foot back. Don't lower the knee, or if you have to do so, feel free. But see if you can stay up high. Pick up your fingers from the mat for a moment, making sure that you're nice and strong in the legs. Inhale, swipe your hands forward and come up. High lunge. Nice, everyone. Exhale through the heart center. Hands stay there in front of the heart. Shoulder blades are open and away from the ears. If you're a bit wobbly, just widen your stance. Don't need to be on a balancing cord. You're high up on the toes of your back leg. Breathing here. Now, if this is enough, you can stay here. If you want to, you can lower the knee down if this is too challenging for you right now. Or alternatively, you can start to twist towards the left. And then when you can't go any further, you start to lower down and bring your right elbow behind your left knee. Twisting open towards the left. If you want to take it another step further, you open up the hands towards the left, shining it out. Nice. If you're opening the hands, make sure that that top arm is nice and straight. Keep breathing. If you want to, you can lower that knee down, remember? So you can be on the floor. Inhale, exhale, look to your left foot. Frame your foot. Place your hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. Either lower your knees or full chaturanga. Exhale, slowly lower down. Shoulders don't drop. Inhale, slide forward and upward. Up dog or cobra. Chest is open, arms are straight. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. See what you need. So you can lower the knees down, bring the toes together, and rest in child's pose. Wherever you are, I want you to feel into the connection that your hands are making to the floor. So really breathe there, if that makes sense. Bring your awareness there. Feel the sensation of your hand pushing into the mat and the mat pushing into your hands. Wonderful. If you're in child's pose, meet us in down dog. If you're in down dog, take a deep inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale, the right leg raises high towards the sky. See if you can keep the hips square so they don't tilt open towards the right. Hips are nice and square. Exhale, push the floor away and knee to nose. Sorry. And then gently step your hands, your feet in between your hands, lower the knee down. Nice. We're gonna walk our foot over towards the right hand side of our mat. The toes pointing out over the edge. If this hurts your knee, you can flip your mat over so you have a bit more padding, or you can find a pillow. So maybe you're already feeling a lot of sensations here right now, in which case I would say stay here for a moment. Or alternatively, if you want to start to lower down, you can either find something and lay on that with the forearms, or you can come all the way down towards the floor. We won't be here for too long, just opening up. So if this is giving you a lot of sensations, make sure that you're not restricting your breath, make sure that you're not clenching your jaw, but instead see if you can calm yourself down by breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. Wonderful. You can come back onto the palms of your hand, push into that. We're going to inhale, take the right hand forward, up towards the sky, and then move it towards the back. Maybe you're feeling a lot, stay here. Alternatively, if you want to, you can grab hold of your left foot by bending the knee, grabbing hold of that. So I want you to push into your left knee, and rather than pulling on that foot, see if you can move the heel of your foot towards your buttock. So you're not pulling, muscles are doing the work. If this is a lot, it means it's working. Keep breathing. Exhale, release that foot down. Take your hand back to the center. Then gently walk the right foot back. Lift your toes. Inhale, step it forward. Left meet right. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Well done, everyone. Inhale, slowly roll yourself up all the way to standing. Take your hands overhead, stretch up, look up, and then exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is straight like a table. Exhale, step your left foot back. Nice. Making sure that you're not standing too narrow, so you can widen your stance already a little bit. Lift up your hands to see that you're leaning or using your muscles in your legs. Inhale, move it forward and come up. Nice. So maybe this side feels very different. Maybe on this side you want to instantly put your knee down. You're like, nope, too tired, don't want to do it. That's fine. Or maybe on this side you want to find your edge that you didn't find on the other side. Great. Exhale the hands through the heart center, they stay there. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you're starting to twist towards the right. And when you can't go any further, you're lowering down, hooking that left elbow behind your right knee, making sure that the knee stays deeply bent. And then if you want to take it even further, open the palms. You can look up, see if your arm is straight. Nice. Maybe you want to bring a brick here below so you can lean on it. You don't have to. But if you do want to lean, make sure that you're still using your muscles. Yeah, you're not just hanging out there, leaning on the floor. If you want to do a little muscle check, pick up your left hand, bring it to the heart center. Yeah, those muscles should be working. Breathing in. Exhale, look down, frame your right foot. Nice. Place your hands on the mat and then step your right foot to the back, high plank. Inhale, you're pushing the floor away. Exhale, you're either lowering the knees or lowering fully. And then inhale, lifting up. Exhale, either down dog or child's pose. Yeah. Resting in child's pose with your forehead on the mat, or breathing deeply in down dog. People say that down dog is a resting pose, but you're still doing a lot of work in down dog, for sure. And if you feel that your form is starting to pay the price because you're a bit tired, go to child's pose. Let the ego do its own thing. Don't let the ego ruin your practice. Resting in child's pose, how delicious. Why wouldn't you give yourself permission to do that? Three more breaths here in down dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. If you're in child, meet us in down dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Very good. Inhale. Lift your left leg high towards the sky. Exhale. Push the floor away. Step your feet in between your hands. Lower your right knee down and then walk your left foot over towards the edge of your mat. Toes are pointing out here. So maybe, again, this side of your body feels completely different than the other side. So maybe for this one, you actually want to take the bricks and place yourself up even higher because you're like, nope, that doesn't feel good at all. Alternatively, you're starting to lower yourself down either onto a brick or onto the floor. If your mind is screaming, work with your breath. Maybe you want to take a little sentence and tell yourself, I'm safe and I surrender. Keep your awareness with your breath. If you're feeling this a lot in a specific point in your body, direct your attention there, unclench your jaw, unfrown your face and breathe deeply. Wonderful. Placing your hands below you and then gently pushing yourself onto the hands. We're going to take our left hand, point it forwards, take it up and over towards the back. Now remember, maybe that's enough. Maybe you're like, yeah, I'm enjoying this, I feel this a lot. Otherwise, you bend the right knee and you see if you can grab hold of that foot. Maybe that means that you're grabbing a belt or a towel and you wrap it around. Your right knee is pushing towards the back of your mat. And your right heel is moving towards your buttock. You're not pulling on your foot. This pose is super intense for me, personally. If I do this a lot, very intense. Again, can't look inside of your body, don't know how it feels for you. Can only share my personal experience. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Ooh, yes. Place your hands back in front, walk your foot back. Step the right next to the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up. Take your hands overhead. Look up, stretch up. Exhale through the heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, make it flowy like a wave. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step or jump, high plank. Inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, lowering knees or fully coming into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Super nice. Breathing here. So feeling hands and feet or toes, if your heels are up, connected to the mat. Feeling the mat pushing into your palms and your palms into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down. Nice. We're gonna inhale our right hand up towards the sky. And exhale, thread it under the left armpit, landing on the right side of our face and on our right shoulder. Maybe you want to pick up your left hand up towards the sky and wrap it around, grabbing hold of your right hip, or maybe it just stays resting next to your face. Breathing here. Inhale, place your left hand next to your face again, pushing into your hand, unwind. Take your right hand up for a moment, look up, and then place your right hand down again, moving the weight into your right hand. Inhale, the left hand comes up, and exhale, thread it under, landing on the left side of your face and on your left shoulder. Maybe inhaling the right hand up and grabbing hold of the left hip crease. Maybe your shirt or your legging. Gently unwinding your right hand, placing it next to your face again, pushing into the palm. Taking your left hand up for a moment, open it up, and release it down. Cross your legs behind you and sit back. Nice. We're gonna take our feet out in front of us, coming into butterfly. If your knees are way up high, take your feet out a bit further away from you, or find something to support your knees. In general, that's very nice, even if they're not way up high. Otherwise, you could play around with walking yourself a bit closer towards your heels. You don't want to round through the spine here too much, so see if you can open up that chest. And remember, if you can't, then you walk back again a little bit. Yes, super good. Chest is open. So, maybe this is already very challenging and you feel like you're on your edge, then you stay here. Otherwise, you're gonna move forward. See how far you can move forward without rounding the spine. So you're literally just hinging from the hips. Maybe you really like that sensation. You're gently pulling on your ankles or your feet. And maybe you say, well, yeah, I quite like it. However, I want to start to round down. Then you do that when you can't hinge any further, or you're just playing around with the hinging. So that's possible as well. Wherever you are, breathe in deeply. Even if you're way up here, close your eyes maybe. Breathe into all the sensations that you're feeling. Or you're moving down further. Taking your attention inwards. So it's very common and very natural for the mind to wander. It happens to everyone. My mind is a very busy one, so I'm very familiar with how that can feel. So if the mind wanders in these types of postures, don't beat yourself up. Leave the inner critic to the side or say, hey, thank you. But see if you can just bring your awareness and your attention back to your breath and to the body every time. And then slowly over time, you start to become aware when your mind wanders. So you've already increased your awareness. And then after that, you start to notice you have longer periods of time where you are so focused on your breath, you forgot to think. And this takes time. Inhale very gently, start to roll yourself up. Nice. Take your hands out behind you. Place them on the mat. Your fingertips are pointing to the front of your mat. Straighten your legs. Give them a little shake, shake, shake. And then placing your heels into the mat. Inhale, lift up your hips. Maybe you let your head drop back if that feels safe. Reverse plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Nice. Walk your hips back a little bit so your bum is nice, attached to the mat. The spine is straight, so maybe you want to sit onto something. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, start to move forward. So maybe you can grab hold of your feet. Maybe you're grabbing hold of your calves or your thighs. If you want to, feel free to bend your knees and grab hold of your feet there, so you still feel that release through your lower back. And maybe slowly
over time, you're starting to play with straightening out the feet. If you want to, you can round the spine. However, you can also play around, rather than with moving the forehead towards the knee, see if you can move forward. So the chest is moving towards the knee and basically the top of your head is moving towards your toes. That's maybe one day where you'll be. Or maybe not. Again, remembering that terms like the full expression of a pose are a bit of an illusion. The full expression of the pose is whatever your body is allowing you to do. So if your knees are bent and you're holding on to your calves, fantastic. Celebrate it. If your top of your head is touching your big toes, also wonderful. Less achievement, less goal-oriented, more focused onto what our body is allowing us to do. So this posture is always a very nice one for the inner critic to suddenly have stepped behind the steering wheel again. Oh, I'm not flexible enough. Oh, I should be further. Thank you, inner critic. I'm going to focus on my breath. I'm going to let those thoughts go. At least I showed up to my practice today, and that's actually good enough. Thank you, bye. So be very cautious with that inner critic moving into your practice, but also into your day-to-day life. Inhale gently, gently, rolling all the way up. Nice. We're gonna come onto our backs. So roll down, lay down. Take your feet up towards the sky. Cross your right over your left. Either bend your knees there, or alternatively, hook your right foot behind your left ankle, coming into eagle legs. Then bending the knees, hugging them towards the chest, and dropping them towards the left. Take your right hand out towards the right, and look over your shoulder, if your neck allows for that. If you want to place a brick below your knees, or a pillow or anything, so they're a bit closer, so the floor is basically elevated towards your knees, then feel free to do that. And otherwise, you can either let them drop to the floor or let them hover in space if they're not quite touching the floor yet. Wherever you are, see if you can start to relax your body on every exhale a little bit more. So you're relaxing your hips and your legs, maybe again unclenching your jaw, unfrowning your face. Let it all go. Gently, gently start to move your hips back to the center. Take your feet out, up towards the sky, unwind your legs, give it a little shake. Then crossing left over right, hooking if that's possible, hugging the knees towards your chest, and then dropping them towards the right. Taking your left hand out towards the left, and looking over your left shoulder, if the neck is happy with that. And again on this side, relax your legs, relax your hips and your abdomen, your chest and your shoulders. Relax your face. On every exhale, you're just letting go a little bit more. Move your knees back to the center. Unwind your legs. Give them a little shake, shake. Then placing your feet down onto the mat, sliding your heels out, straightening the legs. Your palms are facing upwards. Ideally, if you have enough space, none of your body parts are touching, so the arms are wide, the legs are wide. If it feels comfortable for you, you're going to close your eyes now, and we're going to move into Shavasana. As always, if you're watching the recording, feel free to hit pause and stay here for as long as you want. If you're joining in the live, we're gonna move into a little meditation, but relax first here into your Shavasana, and I'll let you know when we're ready to meditate. You can walk your shoulder blades a little bit closer together so your chest is nice and open. Relax the skin in between your eyebrows and on your forehead. Unclenching the jaw and let your tongue drop to the back of your mouth. Relax your whole face, your neck, your shoulders, your chest. On every exhale, you feel your body letting go a little bit more. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Making some small movements, maybe rolling your feet in your hands. And when you feel ready, you can take your hands above the head for a big, big stretch. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Well done for showing up and committing to your practice. When you're ready, roll onto the right-hand side of your body. Laying there for a moment in fetal position. A posture that we move into sometimes when we're sad or when we're in pain. A posture that most of us feel naturally safe in. Fetal position. Gently start to make your way to a comfortably seated position, whether that's cross-legged. You can sit on top of your legs. I'm sitting on a brick right now, or you can sit on a chair even. Place your hands anywhere on your thighs. You can have the hands down for more grounding meditation or up for a more receptive sensation. Closing the eyes if that feels comfortable, or alternatively finding a space, a spot in your room to focus your gaze on. Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. Feel right now how your breath feels inside of your body. Is your chest moving up? Are your shoulders moving? Is your stomach moving? What is moving when you're breathing? I'm going to invite you to place your hands on your ribs. So maybe your 4 fingers are on the front and your thumbs on the back, or maybe all 5 are just more or less towards the front. Start to breathe into that space in between the ribs and feel your ribs moving sideways. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you find this tricky, then see if you can count your own breath in and out. Inhaling for 5 or 6, exhaling for 5 or 6. Feeling the ribs pushing into your hands when you breathe in. And your hands into the ribs. You're not actually pushing, you're not hurting yourself. Feel the expansion and the contraction of the inhale and the exhale. Now place your hands on the front and the back of your body. So on your top and on the back. And breathe into that space. Most of the time a little bit more easy to breathe into the front than it is into feeling the back move. So take your time. Feel yourself expand both at the front and at the back of the rib cage.
creating space, body awareness, mind-body connection. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax your face, focus on the expansion and the contraction. Now let go of your hands, have them resting in your lap. And feel your entire body when you breathe in, expanding, widening. On every corner, front, back, and side. Maybe you even feel the fabric of your clothing differently when you inhale than when you exhale. Gently start to move your thumb over your fingers, so touching all the finger pads for a moment, or rubbing your legs, your hands over your legs, returning to this present moment. I want to invite you to take your hands to the heart center. You can either hold your heart or come into prayer, and then bow your head towards your own heart. And I want you to think about a compliment for yourself. Could be anything that you're maybe proud of, or something that you wish someone else would tell you sometimes. No one can hear you, so it can be the most genuine compliment that you wish you would hear. And when you're ready, gently release your hands, open your eyes. I want to thank you all so much for joining me in today's practice. I want to also remind you that yoga is much more than just doing some postures on a piece of rubber. So take your practice off the mat, go and help a stranger or donate some money to India, not unimportant right now. If there's anything else that you have questions about, you can always reach out, and otherwise I wish you a super amazing rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this. Sending you much love, and thank you for all the cool people that joined me live. I really enjoyed seeing your faces. All right, bye guys.